Hey guys over at Gurkhas, my name is Calvin and I work for Mr. and Mrs. Leeds down here in Colorado Springs. You had actually filled out one of our site audits recently through one of our channels, and you guys were actually selected to receive a custom video analysis of your website to show you three things that you guys can do to start improving your online presence and beat out some of your competition. So let's get started. First thing I want to go over with you guys real quick is content. And so that's basically anything that you can see on your front page, including the pictures, what the pictures are saved as, and also what's behind the pictures is included in the content. Um, Basically, why this is important is your website, if you're trying to be found for specific things, you need to make sure that your website is answering the question that the searcher is going to be searching for in order to find those keywords or key terms. So that's the first thing. It's just content. You want to make sure that you're having relevant content to match the keywords and key phrases that you're trying to go after and get people to your website. Looking at a tool here that I use, it doesn't give me all the data and it's not 100% accurate, but it does give me a good idea kind of where you're at. So if I go and take a look at your keywords, I can actually see good majority of the traffic is coming from your branding. So really good job on the branding there. The search term that you used for the audit was Indian restaurant, and so I see Indian food Longmont is one of the ones that actually brings you quite a bit, and you got 200 searches on average there. Like I said, not 100% accurate, but it'll give you a good idea there. Going down, Indian restaurant Longmont, so this is more along the lines of kind of what you were looking for, seeing where you're at. I see that you're doing pretty good. You just went up in the rankings recently, so you're in the top 5. Now, when I do a Google search, the second thing I want to talk to you about is citations, and that has everything to do with this map section right here. So I see that you guys are in the second place for the maps, from what I can see. And this is why you guys were actually selected, because you guys aren't that far off from beating out your competition. And I see that you guys actually have more reviews, you're higher rating. So what's going on here? So that brings me to the second thing I want to talk about is citation. So what is a citation? It's basically your business's name, address, and phone number listed throughout various directories all throughout the web. Being that you're already in the top 2, I'm sure that you guys were already aware of that. So in order to effectively beat out your competition, not only do you have to have more, reviews and better reviews typically, but you also want to be listed in more places than your competition. So with citations, a lot of these directories such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, Facebook, stuff like that, a lot of those are free and you can get in there and get the same ones that your competition's getting, and then you don't want to stop there. You just want to go ahead and grab some more. That way you're beating out your competition in every aspect. So that's the second thing I want to talk to you about real quick was the citations. So in order to beat out your competition, you just want to look to get the same ones that they're getting and then add more so that you're beating them out. Now, the third and final thing that I want to talk to you about is this area down here, and this is called the organic section. So what this has to do with is a lot of links, and that's the third thing I want to talk to you about is links. So what is a backlink? Essentially, the web is made up of a bunch of different websites that are linking back and forth to one another, and having the most relevant links coming to you is going to do a lot more good for your business than having some irrelevant link. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you have an Indian restaurant out of California or another state or somewhere locally, perhaps that's actually linking to you guys, saying that you guys are a good Indian restaurant, for example, that would do more good for you guys than having like a sports team or a baseball team link back to you guys. Maybe if you did some sort of sponsorship type thing. I know that there's a lot of that going on, but you get what I mean. So having relevant links coming back to you. So my tool is kind of accurate, shown here on the listings in the organic section. But if I go back, what I can actually see is I can go through and I can take a look at the backlink profile, take a look at what who's referring the domain. I can take a look at that. And so basically I can see all the places that are actually linking back to you guys and how many times that they're linking back to you guys, and I can expand, see the articles and whatnot. So I could do the same for your competition, take a look at your competition and see where they're getting some links from and seeing if you guys can get some links as well. Like I said, a lot of these are free. Press releases is a great example of this. I'm sure you've done a few of those. And it gets you out there in the public. And so having good quality, relevant backlinks to get you out in front of more people is going to do a lot of good for your business as well. So I hope you guys like this. I didn't want to take up too much of your time, so if you've watched it all the way through, thank you for your time. Please feel free to reach out to us. I'll show you our website here. We got mrandmrsleads.com. So you can find us at mrandmrsleads.com. Feel free to reach out to us, contact us. If you like what you've heard, we'd love to hear about it. And you can take these tips and run with them, do with them what you want, and you'll see some positive results if you start implementing these things today. Thank you for your time, and you have a wonderful day.